Hello. I don't know who we've got, if we've got any. But we're back. No, we don't have anybody. Hey, Jack Sarge. Thanks for coming back. 1 minute I was here, the next minute I was looking at 2 black screens. Just trying to get that back up. And YouTube very kindly killed the stream because my can't remember the last time I had a complete shutdown failure of the PC. Thank you, Grant. But yes, that had all the hallmarks of a runaway process trying to write to somewhere that it wasn't supposed to. It failed the PC big time. I thought at first it was a power failure in the house, but I looked around and of course all my lights are still on and everything else is fine. It was just the PC had had a serious heart attack. But needless to say, we live and we deal with these. I decided to go the other way to the shop unless there was something weirdly connected to the route I was taking. And let's go down there. Could also have been caused by that worker sitting there for too long. Oops, that's not where I wanted to turn. I'm not where where am I, in fact? I've got to go one more road to that direction, don't I? I found the fire department. Haven't been here before. I need to go down to the fuel station, don't I? Don't I? No, I haven't had any. Well, that's the first failure of any significance, and it was a catastrophic. It literally power on reset the machine. So it was a serious heavy duty failure. Which I was in no way prepared for because, of course, I've got all my streaming and everything all running on a single machine, which up until now handles it fine, but it does mean when it fails like that, you lose the whole shooting match. And YouTube says, oh no, you've gone to God, I'll start again. Right, let's go over the whip. Turn there. Let's go and grab this plow. Oh, that's good. I don't wish crashes on anyone, Jack Sarge. Ah, that sounds like a memory leak. They've certainly changed a bunch of stuff in the lure, which is why I can't get my simple little mod to work. And they may have tidied some things up, but the issue with modern languages sometimes is it's hard to tell where the holes are. And if something misbehaves, it's not until it causes a really big problem sometimes that you catch it. I'm not expecting the log to have anything at all of relevance to what tipped us over, given how immediately catastrophic it was. Yeah, stop walking across the road, lovey. There you go. It's a big tractor coming. Oh, hang on a tick. I didn't want to do that. Or does it matter? Probably doesn't matter. No, I'm losing track of where I'm going. It does matter. I don't want to go down here. Still don't know my way around. It's only been a week. Now, let us see. So I'm supposed to go up there. Yeah. I think these folks are in the country, just walk straight out their driveway and onto the road. Not that I could tell. I didn't check the sheep when I came back in, but is that the one I wanted? That's the road I wanted. Why does that texture look so hideous? Nope, they disappear. That one fell through the ground. A few weeds in that wheat crop. Flowering and all. I tend to prefer maps where they don't actually have collision boxes on them because it annoys me that they recover all on their own. I think that one's just caught up somewhere. Actually, it just, oh no, there it is, hanging over the front. Now, What I'm keen to know, let's see. Let's unfold you. Turn you the other way. Create fields. Ah. There we go. So we can create a field. So let's do that. Take it out a little bit wider than it was. It's a shame the furrows don't actually line up with the plough, but I do like the wide row on the right hand side there. That's pretty cool. How far down here can I go? Assume at some point it'll tell me I don't own the land anymore. Okay, we'll go to there then. Really? Yes, we definitely... Oh, there it is. We definitely need to sort that terrain angle out. With any luck, this will make this field quite a bit bigger. Yeah, it does a bit. For a high resolution image, it's surprisingly low res, which is a bit of a disappointment. And just, how is it so far out of alignment with a brand new piece of equipment? It's just beyond me. I mean, they do such a terrific job modeling the equipment. Why is it so hard to get the texture to line up behind it? It looks like we got back most of the people that were with us before my crash. Sorry about that, folks. If I knew what had happened, I would have attempted to do something about it, but I do not. So I do like the fact that it's bumpy, but come on, seriously. We can't even make a gradual turn. We have to switch. Hang on a sec. I've got to adjust the screen. so that I can actually read your comment, Flying Emu. Out of the mines for a few more days and 6 days of FS25. Thank you very much. We are glad to have you with us. But yes, I do like, see, that aspect I like. It looks like the tractors and it feels like the tractor's actually working. Imagine if I had force feedback, which I have turned on, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Given that the tractor's taking inputs, I'm really hoping that someone or some folks clever in the itch community can actually write a proper force feedback module now that there's clearly inputs that are moving the tractors around. So there must be something to trigger off. It just needs a driver. Oh, that's just, it's so bad for immersion when those angles change. I will do my best. If we get the editor this week, I will definitely give it a crack to try and improve the terrain angle and see if we can make some of that go away. Can I actually pick that stop sign up, I wonder? No. How strange. So it's an object, but it doesn't really exist. It's a bit bizarre. So I can't even move it off my... I've actually got to move it with an object that has the collision defined for it. If it means anything to you watching, the collision models have all changed. So the way anything with a collision interacts with other things with collisions has all changed, which in some cases is going to make some mod conversions a little bit more complicated and make for some weird things when people don't understand that and they try and bring FS25, SS22 or earlier mods into the game, I would imagine. So I just run straight across all my furrows there. So having just driven across there like that, I'm curious, right? So I've driven across my plowed texture. If I now save the content, let's do a little experiment that I haven't seen anybody in a video I've watched do. So we'll save that. We'll quit there. Yes. Yes. That wasn't supposed to be a hard question. Okay. So now, if I come back in again, don't know why quit took me all the way out, but there you go. Career, download, I want it, yeah, that's on. Start. What I'm curious to see is, are my wheel tracks gone when I reload the field? Or do they persist? The startup time doesn't augur well for when we've got a couple of hundred mods. I'm tipping that a 4x map and a large mod load will have some serious... YouTube is not receiving enough video. Why is YouTube not receiving enough video? Hang on a tick. Oh, because how's that? As such, viewers will experience buffering. That's a message I've not had before. Maybe that was just because the home screen wasn't changing and it was trying to be too clever. Now, let's go up here, get out of there and go and have a look. It's a miracle. My furrows are returned. I was worried that would be the case. In fact, the tractor got magically arrived here without making any indentations in the ground. How about that? Ah, well, one step at a time. Oops, I got to do that. I had forgotten that I was creating a field. Maybe if I zoom in further, it won't look so crappy. Well, that's interesting. So getting out and coming back in, I even lost the special divot on the right-hand side for my wheel track. Interesting. Oh, wow. How is that happening? YouTube is miles behind. Don't know why that's the case, but anyway. It's a bit hard to judge when the plough textures that far out, but anyway. I'm liking my new Alice. That's the main thing. Now I'm guessing, yeah, you're a good 30 seconds behind, aren't you? Which I'm guessing is probably why chat is very quiet. So I don't know what's happened to YouTube. I apologize, folks, if you're still with me. I am still farming. And the weird thing is, it's not dropping any frames. It's just that there's a huge lag on the broadcast, somewhere in the order of a minute would be my guess. Well, I'm a full lap ahead of the where the picture seems to be, which is really odd because normally there's only about a 5 to 7 second delay. But anyway, well, yeah, so that's pretty good. That's about a minute since I noted that mustard seed. Thank you very much. Which is really quite weird. But I'm glad you're still there. And see my furrow to drive-ins here when I've gone around. It's actually making hard work of it coming along there. Looks a lot more realistic, that bit. Well, normally neither, Jack Sarge. Go. Your message came up when I'm at the... well, there you go. So it's improving again then. That wasn't as long. So that would suggest YouTube's catching back up. I don't know. Normally if it's struggling, it's because it's like if my PC is struggling, it's because it's dropping frames. But as an example, we've dropped 73 frames since I restarted the stream. We've dropped 73 frames out of 127,000. So I don't think my PC is struggling to keep up with it. It's just YouTube having a bit of a hissy fit. Well, my verdict on the ploughing is I reckon if we can just make the picture look a bit better and get the terrain angles finer. So when I say the picture look a bit better, I think if modders can produce equipment that lines the furrows up a little more accurately, or someone releases a mod so that you can adjust it, and we get the terrain angle sorted out, I reckon this will be pretty cool. Oh, and I get some force feedback on my steering wheel. That'd be also awesome. Good, good, good. So I'll come back and have a look at that later. What I wanted to see over here. First of all, what I was hoping, let's see, painting, sculpting, trees, and I wanted aminals. Sheep, chickens. A very exciting chickeny area, is it? That's even less exciting. 20 in there. How many was in there? 31. 30. That's way too big. 20. Well, let's just pop you down there. Chickens. Chickens produce eggs. Good to know. Chickens like wheat, barley, and sorghum. This is a chick. Animals older than 6 months can reproduce. Better have one of those. And he can just supervise 6 chickens. Right. Well, the chicks look pretty cute. I'll give you that. Do we have to put water in there? Doesn't look like it. No. Just grain. So now this will probably be a bit of an excessive way to drop some grain in that. Yes, indeed. Anything's possible. Just a little bit of coding. I'm guessing I'll have too much grain here. We might turn that on. Tip side grain door. That'll be better. Although if chickens produce cheese and eggs, that'd kind of make for a much easier toasty. Right, how much? 750 litres. Wow, that's not a lot. Put the grain in out of the weather. So probably should put the harvester away at some point. Haven't really decided what sort of layout we want up here.